Welcome to the most exciting property portal in South Africa today. I am Anthony van Rensburg, the CEO and co-founder, and today I will show you our smart valuation and statistical features to help you price your property accurately. It's common cause that there remains a massive gap between sellers' ambitions and true market value, which should be calculated accurately by property practitioners. Currently, the most valuations rely on past property sale prices, which is dangerous. These sales stats come about in a totally different economic climate and do not accurately reflect the current mood, sentiment, and economic outlook. So now you want to sell and you call a property practitioner to provide you with a valuation. Remember that when you decide to put your property on the market, all other value perceptions go out the window. You are now only competing with all the other properties on the market in your suburb today. You need to know the exact price per square meter of all properties on the market competing with you. Problem is, you do not have this valuable information or piece of data. Wrong. Tomprop.com have produced another first, live property pricing data, and our algorithms are so smart that a movement on the live pricing by 1% or more triggers an immediate change in price per square meter. You can access this data 24/7 on tomprop.com stats. We do the work for you. As you can see, we take, for example, all apartments on the market today. Once you have this valuable weighted average price per square meter of floor space, then all you need is to add the factors which we have created for you. Yes, a built-in valuation calculator with factors. It is easy to use. Let me show you how. Let's choose Parklands in Blouberg as an example. Note Parklands has over 100 apartments on the market today. The total weighted average rand per square meter is 13,831. You'll notice that we have split them into size categories for even closer pricing. Apartments 90 squares and less come out at 14,314 rand. Apartments between 91 and 160 squares come out at 12,641 rand per square. Let's use an example of a 60 square meter apartment in Parklands. Now we know the weighted average price is 14,314 today. All we do on our calculator is add 14,314. According to the weighted average price of all apartments on the market today, this particular apartment would come out at 8. All we do now is view the factors which we have created for you scientifically and input them, and you will get to a final total of the property price today. Let's take, for example, there's a 12% factor for position within your area. Let's say this particular apartment is positioned very well within the suburb, and we give it a positive 3% factor. Next factor is 10% for condition finishes relative to the market. Let's say we feel our finishes and the condition of the apartment are superior to the market average, and we give it a positive 2%. We have a 10% factor for views relative to the area. For example, let's say 50% of the apartments have sea views and this particular apartment does not. We'll take away a factor of, let's say, 2%. We have a 13% plus factor for brand new developments. This is not a brand new development. We won't enter any figure here. 7% factor for age of building, minus 3.5 to a plus 3.5. Obviously, older buildings require more maintenance, etc. Let's say this is totally neutral. It's a 7-8-year-old apartment block, so it is neither old nor new, and we don't need to put in any factors here. 6% factor for parking arrangements. For example, if you had a large apartment and you had a third parking bay, you would add a percentage factor because you have more than 2 parking bays. Let's say we don't need to add anything to the parking arrangements. It's a 2-bed apartment, it's got 2 parking bays, and that's great. We also have space for your own factor or intuition relative to the area. You could have many, many examples of why you would add or subtract to this particular property. Let's say, for example, you had plans, approved municipal plans to add a 3rd bedroom, whatever, to your apartment block, and it fell within the scheme rules. You would add a factor of, let's say, 2%. And there you have it. We can see our total weighting of factors that have been added to this apartment is a net effect of 5%. The rand value of these factors is 42,942. That is obviously calculated from the weighted average price per square meter. And the grand value of our property, which we would put in the market at 901,782. The calculator is embedded in the PDF document. You may take this with you and perform the valuation with your client. In this manner, you avoid any form of conflict with the property seller's ambitions because the weighted average price is a given. And then it all revolves around the factors that you and your client choose to input in this column. As you can see, the valuation should take you no longer than 2 minutes. Oh, and just by the way, Tomprop also have the most competitive bridging finance solution for practitioners and property sellers, all online. Enjoy your day from tomprop.com.